You're listening to the Coin Show Podcast with Matt Dinger and Mike Nodelman.
And there was some really big news in the coin scene this week. And joining us for a little discussion, we have a guest, a contributor, and somebody who's new to our family.
Mike's bestie.
He is yeah, well, he's my wingman. There's no question about it. He is my partner in crime. Some people know him as Russ. Some people know him as the millennial numismatist. Russ Bega, welcome to the Coin Show.
Gentlemen, and I use that term loosely.
Yes, you need to.
You should.
So let me set this up because this week there was the launch of a brand new product in our industry. Mm-hmm. This product being the Vaultbox.
Vaultbox. Let's check out. I'm gonna pull up their website real quick. Let's check it out. So this is Vaultbox. Mike, you can keep talking, and I'll just kind of run through the website with folks.
Okay. So Vaultbox is basically going to be, it's going to harken you back to like the days of collecting baseball cards or something that was in a sealed pack that you had no idea what was inside and you bought it to collect all the things that were available. And they're going to do it with coins.
Okay.
Now, there's a lot to kind of sort through with that. You know, is it a good idea? Is it not a good idea? How are they going to do this? How are they not going to do this? And all of these coins are going to be graded by NGC. The boxes themselves are going to be packed by NGC X, their new grading system.
Right.
And I mean, personally, I think this is going to have, it's going to have an impact on the hobby, but maybe not necessarily in the way that you think.
You know, they're really reaching for a different kind of clientele with this product. I think they're going after people that are not coin collectors for sure. In my opinion.
Is that a good thing or not?
I don't know.
I think that's complicated.
Yeah, complicated, Russ. Let's go.
Yeah, so I don't know. This is kind of really interesting because this hits a couple things like for my generation, or maybe even a little bit younger, maybe some some Zoomers. You know, you can't go on like Instagram Reels or Facebook Reels or YouTube Shorts without, pulling up guys, pulling, stupidly expensive basketball cards and baseball cards out of packs and stuff. And it gets people really excited. And I mean, back in the day, like for me, it was Pokemon cards,
right?
And it's that same kind of concept. And I think it's going to be a detriment, to be real honest. I think people are going to get real upset when they're not getting pulls. And I don't think it's feasible for this kind of industry. I appreciate what they're trying to do, right? I mean, we all need, we got to grow the hobby. That's, something that we all harp on, right? But this is just, it feels like a naked cash grab, to be really honest.
Well, I mean, look, it certainly is trying to create an influx of people into the hobby. It's trying to bring more people in, an audience that is completely untapped and has completely never been done before. But I think what offends my sensibilities more is the method in which they're trying to do it, because they're trying to reinvent the wheel as far as grading in order to support this.
Right.
So when this grading, this change, this whole NGC is kind of putting themselves out there. And I think they're really they're doing bad things to themselves because you cannot support two grading standards for the same thing. You can't. It blows the integrity of both things. So either you have to come up with some basic equivalence or it's not going to work. And so now you have something that is out there. You sold to a bunch of people. And if the grading system is unsustainable or doesn't work, now where's the value?
Yeah, they sold out today in 5 minutes, 800 boxes, 2,400 coins. So
what's the retail on a box?
It was $5.89 with tax. It was $6.34.
Golly, sure.
Okay, so what's the expected value.
So I did want to pull this back up on their website. Let me get to this, and I will show you what they are saying is been distributed through these boxes. So we have, wrong one. Here we go. Series 1 coin distribution. So they have the rarest coin in the whole thing is a 2020 W V75 Gold Eagle. NGCX Proof 10 Ultra Cameo. So, I mean, that's like a $15,000, $20,000 coin.
And there's only one.
There's
right?
only one. Yep. And then they have, let's see, some half-ounce Gold Eagles, some 1-ounce Gold Eagles, some unfinished proof die coins, a 95W Silver Eagle. So some fairly expensive coins. But then it very quickly gets down to just regular old Silver Eagles. Now there are a lot of 10th-ounce Gold Eagles, quarter-ounce Gold Eagles. You get down to a lot of 10th-ouncers, but then it gets into, just oodles and oodles of Silver Eagles. And, 2,400 coins distributed between these 800 boxes. Each box is 3 coins, which means that your coin, for each coin that you bought, you're paying a little over $200 a piece.
And short of getting a V75 Silver Eagle or something,
And there's a decent amount of gold and platinum.
Itself is rare, not or gold or platinum. See, that's where this really kind of it makes me question it, mostly because, okay, first off, how do you put these together and make a profit and give people value that they're going to expect? And therein lies the real rub, because is the value in the grading? And if the value is in the grading, you and I have talked about graded bullion forever.
Right.
I have no love for that stuff. It's
not
bullion.
at all. Right.
So, well, I mean, the average has to come from somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So in order to give away a $20,000 coin,
it's just simple math. I mean, it's just got to be simple math. There's just not, they're charging a markup over their cost, and whatever percentage that markup is what their profit is after distribution and boxing and all that stuff. But
okay,
I mean, I'm sure somebody smart could go through and tally up the value of all these coins if they really felt like it.
We're gonna have to find somebody smart then.
Well, yeah, you won't find them here.
Nope, not me.
No, but I mean, if you take the math one step further with it, so what you're saying is that you're going to have a few collectors that are going to be really happy, but you're going to have a lot of them that really don't get value for what they spent.
But that
can't be good for the hobby.
Well, no, but you know what? That is the chase. That is the allure. That is why people have opened wax packs of baseball cards for 50 years and Pokemon cards. And, nowadays, if you watch any of the sports cards guys, man, they're opening like $2,000 boxes that have 5 cards in them.
Okay, but
sometimes they don't get anything.
Let's compare apples to apples, though, because a set of sports cards is a finite thing.
How? They can make as many as they want.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the different cards.
Right.
And then the centering, the stuff like that falls into the grading, right? Now, in the card industry, it's a proven fact that actually makes a difference.
Okay.
In the bullion industry, it does not. And it is clearly demonstrated that it doesn't make a difference. So where are you going with it?
I think what offends me more than anything is
offended.
I am offended. So we talked about, we're comparing sports cards, right? And so it's, you buy a box of baseball cards or a box of football cards, and you're buying the box of cards. It's truly like you have no idea what's going to be in there, and it's straight from the factory. Whereas now we're dealing with a couple different private companies that are suddenly in league with each other. And one is supposed to be an impartial company. That's the whole reason we get things certified, is because they're supposed to be impartial. Are they impartial? We could have that conversation for another time.
Yep.
But, they're supposed to be impartial. And now they're directly involved with the distribution and selling of coins. And I think that's what's probably one of the most offensive things to me.
I'm not sure that this is the first time they've done that, though. I think there have been some other issues that have come certified directly from the manufacturer. I mean, the manufacturer manufactures all the coins, they grade them, and then the manufacturer then packages them up again and then ships them. I mean, I've seen
But in
several
this
issues
particular
like that.
case, the manufacturer is the U.S. Mint.
Well, kind of. I mean, they're manufacturing a portion of the product. The value part of the product, which is the plastic that it's housed in, is manufactured by a different company.
But the question is, and we've had this conversation, does the plastic add any value whatsoever? Does it add any value?
Well, in our hobby, it surely does. I mean, you got to think so. I mean, think about what we do every day.
I think that value is temporary. I really do. Graded bullion?
Well, I mean, yes, I agree. But, I mean, I'm just being general here. Think about it as what we do every day. You know, you have a $20 gold piece that is worth $1,900 outside of a slab, but then you put it in a slab and it comes back MS64 and it's worth, the right day can be worth a lot.
$20 gold pieces in there.
I understand. I'm
modern
not
bullion. But I mean, there's a really specific point there in that modern bullion all comes out of the factory at 67, 8, 9, or 70. It's all like that. So you're giving people this kind of false hope, and you're preying on their naivete. Like that word. You're preying on the fact that they just don't know that this one that's rated, well, it's 69. I mean, it's nearly. That 69 is average.
Yeah, and it's hard because we've always preached, collect how you want to collect what you like. And maybe there are people out there that like that, and I'm not gonna take a dump on those people, like
the collectors are fine. I'm worried about them being burned and getting a bad taste in their mouth long term.
They're probably used to it by buying and playing with sports cards, Well, you buy those boxes and you don't get anything. You spend.
No, I mean you're not wrong. I think it's I see it as a net negative. I feel like it's just going to be an absolute just terrible time for anybody that bought these. And I'm actually a little terrified to have them come over the counter. I mean, we both, we work in busy shops. We're good at what we do. And so what's going to be your answer when somebody comes in with a, 10 that they paid $250 for or whatever once that all came out? How do you tell them that unfortunately I can't even match that?
Well, sir, you shouldn't have bought this. That's going to be my answer.
But and here, let's take it a step further because they all sold out today, right?
Yeah, they sold out in 5 minutes.
All of them sold out today. So now what's happening?
Shipping, delivery, pre-sales online.
They're getting flipped, right?
Yep.
And they're getting flipped on eBay. They're getting flipped out. So not only are the people that are going to get them paying too much,
now they're paying even more.
Now they're paying even more.
Just for funsies, boys, I ordered myself 4 of these things. Just for funsies, and we're going to see what happens.
Unfortunately, they may be too valuable to open up.
It's entirely possible. I'm going to, I'm going to open one for us, just for the show at least. At least one. Sure, I'll pick one. I'm going to, you know what? I just had an idea. I'm going to weigh them. I'm going to put them on a scale, and I'm going to open... I don't know. Should I open the lightest one or the heaviest one?
For a minute. So if we were going to optimize this, gaming this system is
you would think because people have been weighing sports cards and Pokemon card packs forever. So you would think that they have thought of this. So it'll be interesting to see.
Is that what it is?
What's that?
Yeah, it's the foils.
They do. They weigh a little bit more, and with a good enough scale, you can determine which packs have high likelihoods to have better cards.
Yeah,
I think that you would have to probably open the lightest one because you figure that the worst you're going to get is 3 1-ounce Silver Eagles.
So that'd be the heaviest. That's going to be your
that would be the heaviest.
Standard heavy box is going to be 3 Silver Eagles, but it could be worse. It could be 2 Silver Eagles and a Gold Eagle.
Tend towards something that weighs less because it's more likely to be
10th ounce
gold, quarter-ounce platinum, half-ounce platinum.
I'm gonna do a whole video about this whole process that I do coming up to when we do this. And we're going to do it probably as a group, you guys, I think. I think it'd be fun for me to have the box and shake it and, listen to it like Christmas, and then we'll open it and see what happens.
Yeah, I think we need to do that.
It'll be fun. Why not? So I ordered 4 of
So-
them just because, and we're going to see how that goes.
All right, so final verdict. What's your final verdict on this, Matt?
It's different. It's something we've never seen before. I cannot pass much judgment on it until I see exactly how the market reacts to it. I'm fairly sure you guys are right. I'm fairly sure it's going to be a net negative for the industry, but it could bring in a whole new subset of collectors, or it could bring in a whole new avenue for us as dealers to sell coins. Say they move on to a series that is classic coins. You know, we could be the ones selling them these coins for these boxes. You know, I mean, that is where the net positive from our perspective comes in. It's hard to say. I don't know yet.
You know, I was just thinking, you know what it reminds me of? So this is in the video game world, you have loot boxes, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this super reminds me of a loot box. And I'm just thinking of all of the countries that have like banned loot boxes and stuff. And I'm just like, I don't know. I
Well, you know why
maybe
they
I just-
banned a lot of them? Because they were pretty much just cash grabs.
yeah. Well, and see, and that's kind of why I feel this maybe in my jellies a little bit, that this, you know, God only knows, we're a litigious country. There could be lawsuits that pop up.
You know, I'm sure they have a wonderful, excellent legal team that has thought of everything.
Which we absolutely do not want any contact with. That's for sure.
Hey,
That's right.
we're just out here just having a discussion among friends.
Right.
Lots of them.
No, but okay. So, I think my final take on it is going to be, I think that long term it's bad for the hobby. I think that NGC is going to destroy their own business by doing this, because it's not just the Vaultbox thing, it's the whole 10-point grading thing.
I didn't like that at all in the beginning either. I still don't like it, but
And I think that they're trying to create a crossover community, but in them doing everything so differently in that crossover community, I don't think that there's much real chance of integration between that and the actual coin community.
yeah, I agree.
And
well, you know,
the insulation of that is what gives you telemarketers and people on TV going rare and all that other stuff that just gives people a generally bad taste in their mouth, and then stuff for us to clean up afterwards.
yeah, that's true. Well, you know, I guess I'll leave it like this. You know, if you know what, actually, I want to hear from the people that bought these. If any of our listeners bought this stuff, or anybody watching this video bought one of these boxes, tell us what you got after you open it. Let us know. Let us know if it was worth it for you, or if it was something that you're not going to do again.
Even if you got, not the value that you paid for and you enjoyed it, give us that.
Yeah,
commentary.
let us
We'd
know.
really
I'm
like
interested to hear the reaction from the public.
Yeah. I mean, to be real honest, I mean, maybe I'm out of touch. Maybe the kids know more than I do. Because I mean, let's be honest. I mean,
Man.
all three of us, we are true numismatists, right?
Nerds.
Like we're nerds.
Old school, dyed
Yeah.
the wool geeks. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like this is geared towards a different kind of person. So maybe we're just the old fuddy-duddies. That could be completely true. I think
I've been accused of worse.
That's why I want to hear
I
from
better.
people. That's why I want to hear. So yeah, I guess I'll leave it at that. Anybody you got anything else, you guys?
No,
All
that
right.
was I thought that was good. So send us what you think. Send us your opinions. You can comment on the Facebook page, or you can send it to us, Mike at coinshowradio.com, Matt at coinshowradio.com, or Friends of the Coin Show.
Yeah, Friends of the Coin Show on
Like,
Facebook. Look it up. Join if you're not there.